Piper, Randy here, trying to get stuff set up here so I can join you and see the chat. And this has been an ordeal. Spilled my coffee on top of the computer. No, it didn't ruin it. It was closed. Scheduled a live, and then accidentally scheduled it. I am not sure if it's actually working yet or not, so hang on. We'll see. We'll see. Gotta load my pipe. I got my rat tray out here, and always join you guys with little Eileen's dream. So we'll see who shows up. A little something special here. I would have loaded my pipe before I started, but then I'd have probably been through 2 pipes by now. Hey, Brad, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? Chris. Oh, my goodness. I think I forgot my lighter. This has been a train wreck. So, Yusuf, I've been missing you, Yusuf. Man, I hope you're doing better. I may have to actually go get a lighter. Let me change this. There we go. What happened to my lighter? Oh my gosh. Brad, aren't you supposed to be working? Some of us got to keep working, you know. This isn't going to work. I don't know what's going to work, but it isn't going to be this. Yusuf, yeah, you've been going through it, man. We've been praying for you for sure. Hey, Brutal. What's up, Chris? This is one of those days where it's way too windy to try to light something with a match, and somewhere in my pocket, this is not the best lighter for a windy day either. But it's better than a match. Anyhow, how's everybody? How's everybody been doing? You may have noticed. Oh, hey, Yusuf, that's the least we can do. That's the best we can do. That's the most free thing we can do. I hope you're feeling better. Certainly. That's scary stuff. That is scary stuff. So if I'm looking over here every now and then, I'm trying to read your comments because I can't read them up here. So forgive me. I look over here, then I'll look back over here and talk to you. Well, I'm glad to hear you're recovering. My goodness. I would say you've had enough for 2024, Yusuf. Ah, Brad, you have banker's hours today. Here's to that. I might start at 1:30 today. Don't tell my wife. No, I'll start before that. Well, it'll be good to have you back, Yusuf, that's for sure. Yeah, my videos have been interrupted by a complete failure of the main camera. My GoPro that I film a lot with. You guys seen some of the stuff that was going on with that. You know, it would fail to load, and then it stopped reading cards. It was just complete software failure inside the camera. And it was just beyond the warranty of the dealer from Amazon that I bought it from. I won't make that mistake again. And getting hold of GoPro itself, even though the cameras are warranted, getting hold of GoPro is a real pain in the rear. Only way to get a hold of them is go on their website and enter into chat or ask for a callback. It took me 4 days to actually get through to a chat. It took me a week to convince them there was something wrong with the camera so they'd stop having me unplug and remove things. We miss your comments too, Yusuf. You're like a #1 commenter. We look forward to it. So after I finally convinced GoPro that the camera needed to be returned, they sent me a packing slip to ship it back to them. I didn't even look at it. I took it down to UPS, and the guy goes, "Oh, international." I'm like, I look, the camera has to go back to the Netherlands. So that's great. I give him the camera. You know, I wait 3 or 4 days, and I check the tracking on it, and lo and behold, it's been delivered already. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. I finally get on chat again, waste another 2 or 3 hours sitting there waiting on them to get to my number. And they said, well, we haven't received your camera yet. So then I sent them the tracking that said it was sitting on their dock. And then another day went by, and the guy sent me an email back finally. He says, "Oh, yeah, we've received your camera. We're checking it out. We're talking about it. We're going to have a convention. We're going to meet with the EU." Not really, but you know what I mean. Long and drawn out. Finally, I get on chat again to check the status. As 2 or 3 more days go by, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're going to replace it. We'll be shipping you another camera." Great. Hurry up. I said nicely. So I let a couple weeks go by. I figure it's coming from the Netherlands. They probably shipped it with Guido on a paddle boat, you know. I finally called them 2 days ago. No, I got on the website and chatted with them 2 days ago. And they said, well, it was delivered a week ago. No, it wasn't delivered a week ago. I'm at home and I'm watching for that stuff. Yeah, on a tortoise's back. That's right. So he says, it's been delivered. I'll send you the link for UPS. He sends me the link for UPS. He says, has a picture of it at your front door. Well, suspiciously, the picture won't open for me because they have security measures. You know, you type in your zip code, you open the picture. And like, my zip code won't open the picture. Then I look at the destination. They shipped my camera to some address in Chechnya. I got on the chat and I said, you know, I live in the USA. I don't live in Europe. What? Says he. I'll have to check on this. I don't know when I'll get another camera. I really don't. But GoPro is not on my high list of customer service right now. I can tell you that. Yeah, it's not even the UPS or postal, Yusuf. It was the company shipped. They switched out the numbers on the warranty side and shipped my camera to somebody else. The cameras do great work, but the warranty needs to be updated. My wife, the missus, she said, "Why didn't you buy it from Costco? Then you could have just took it back to Costco." I said, "I looked there. They don't have any." She said, "Did you check online? They have a lot of stuff online they don't have in the store, and they'll ship it directly." Hey, Brother Allen. Yeah, my camera's on the slow boat somewhere. That is for sure. So they said they'll have a meeting again and talk about shipping me another camera. I don't know, man. I said, hurry every chance you get, would you? He says, oh, we will. We guarantee we will. You'll be high priority. I've been high priority before, fellas. Yusuf, I swear, packages that are coming to you, my man, those things take 2 months to get there. I better not send you anything to eat. That's for sure. So I've been doing the gardening and things like that. I just try to shoot a few shorts now and then for you guys, so you know I'm not croaked up in a bed somewhere 6 feet under. I'm not. Got a few new subscribers, and if they chance into watching one of these lives, I'll thank them too. It's always good to have some new people around, and I see some familiar faces that just subscribe. So, as much as I've talked to some of them and met them on lives and things like that, they may have not ever pushed the button. So that's good news. That's a good thing. But I know a lot of people watch the lives later. I don't know how long it takes for YouTube to finish doing the live chat update so you can watch the actual words, because they're not much fun to watch these lives without the chat along with it. You don't see what the questions are. Careful with that, Yusuf. I always thought that abbreviation on here was a bad thing. Every time I find some new channel, I think, man, this is pretty good content. I kind of like this guy or gal, or whatever. And I'll watch a video or two, draw a picture. Brother Allen says, draw a picture of yourself. It'll be a stick figure. That's for sure. My daughter's the artist. She did not get it from me. She did not. So I'm on a channel and I'm looking at a new content to me. I'm thinking this is pretty good. I go down to comment on it, and there's Yusuf in the comments. Buddy, I don't think I've ever found a new channel to me that you weren't already on. It's a quest of mine. I'm going to find one someday that Yusuf hasn't seen and commented on already. I doubt it, but it's like finding the lost treasure. Yeah. So we finally got out of some of the hot weather. We're back down into the 70s for the foreseeable future. I am thankful. How's winter going, Yusuf? It's as rainy and cold as South Africa can get, huh? Well, I don't like the 90 degrees that we've been having, so I'm not a real fan. Anything over 85 is hot. Oh, I have a chance then. I'll have to find somebody in the last 2 weeks that just started. Then I can beat Yusuf to the channel. Not likely. You know, when you can't create a whole lot of content, all these new videos just kind of pass me by, and I'm not keeping up. Do you guys have a hard time keeping up with all the videos? You know, the more people you follow, the more new videos you get. It's like I don't have time to watch 100 videos a day. And I hate starting a video and just watching a few minutes of it. I try to speed it up if they're talking slow, you know, just in case, and then I'll slow down when it gets to the good parts. You got to have those rainy days and cold nights, Yusuf. That's what winter is supposed to be. And I wish I could watch when they're posted, Yusuf. I try to keep up, but man, oh man, I guess you know, you follow so many channels and people get pretty prolific at putting out a video. My wife already thinks I stare at my phone all the time. Well, I do that probably more than watching TV. I'd rather see content from a good creator than something that's on the TV right now. I read a little bit of my news. You know, if I'm reading news, I can choose who's where it's coming from if I want to read it. Cool like Brother Allen. Yeah, I don't like hot weather. It doesn't have to snow year round. Let me get that clear. But I just don't like how you get drained in the heat. Man, those hot, muggy days. It gets muggy here because there's a lot of rain and greenery and stuff. So when it's hot, it's just muggy. Smoked snacks. Speaking of prolific videos, I hope you guys are recovering. You guys are you guys in Content Creators Anonymous now? Yeah, I figured. I put in 2 orders for some new tobacco. Let's see, early last week. Early last week. I paid for expedited shipping from Pipes and Cigars, and I don't do most of my business with them, but I still get some from them because they're an easy order. Man, they have slipped a lot in their filling of orders. Slow, slow, slow. Well, I hope she's better soon. Yeah, health issues, no fun. It's hard to have fun making a video when you're not feeling good. You know, that's that's not what it's all about. So it's not like they pay you to get out there and do it anyhow, right? Yusuf, enjoy your dinner. Take those pills. Have a happy thought. Enjoy the food and the company. Good to see you. Good to be seen, right? Yeah, that was a great series of videos, though. I liked the commitment to doing one every every day, and you actually made me think about a few that I thought about trying that I then decided not going to happen, and then some of them I put on my list to order. So that helps for a guy like me who not I'm not much into trying new things. I'm a creature of habit, so I did order some new stuff. It'll be here tomorrow, and I did finally get a hold of Ken Byron's venture for some tobacco orders from them. I was having trouble with Ken Byron accepting credit card payment. I don't know what it was. Oh, I got a bunch of bulk stuff from PNC. They're easy for bulk tobacco stuff. A lot of times that's where I get my mixed stuff for porch time. I got some walnut and maple from them, which which I thought was pretty good. I had a sample of that, and then another one that somebody sent me, Truck and Piper Bob. Evening to you, sir. I got 6 or 7 different ones from Pipes and Cigars. They I know most of you have these big cellars full of tobacco. I don't. So when I start running out, I always wait too long to reorder. I'm like, no, I've got enough. I don't need to order anymore. And then I forget how long it takes for it to get here after I order it. And so I really dwindled down my cellar to the point where I've only got like 4 or 5 different tobaccos left to smoke, and that's probably plenty, but even those are getting low. But tomorrow will be all good. I even I never thought I would finish this tub. I never thought I would finish this tub. I only ordered this about what 3 4 months ago. 3 months. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now I did spill some because the top came off on me one day, but not that much. Working in the garden at Carter Hall is good stuff. So Chris must be contemplating doing something. He's being real quiet. He's on the hush hush. Carter Hall just makes a good gardening tobacco. You're out. I mow the lawn. I usually have it when I'm mowing the lawn or when I'm pulling weeds in the garden. If I'm stacking wood, that's just a good garden time leaf. And something I had never had. I'd never ordered a tub of Carter Hall anyhow, and so I noticed in that tub that the flavor in my case, and this just sits on my desk. It's not even cellared, or it's still in the tub. The flavor of the anise is stronger now than when I opened it, which is weird to me. I used to break in all of my pipes with Carter Hall. That's what I used to come in because it was just a standard good old Cadre blend. It burns pretty it burns pretty clean, and I used to burn in every pipe brand new with Carter Hall. Just don't light it up in the bathtub. I have tried some Captain Black that I did like. I just don't care for the Sir Walter Riley because I don't like vinegar. So most of the tobaccos with a soury taste to them, I don't like those. Tried them. They were not horrible. They are just not in my taste buds. Small tub. Like I said, don't light that tub up. That's for sure. It looked like a Cheech and Chong movie, episode 18. That's for sure. Be like that movie they did where they're sitting in the car on the middle of the road, roll the windows down, and the big puffs of smoke come out. That'd be codgers on their way to the coffee shop. We should update that movie. Anyhow, so that's my update. Camera is on the slow road from Netherlands somewhere, maybe, if they've had their meeting and talked about it. We'll see when it ever gets here. I'm hoping. Yeah, I had no talking about the drive-in, Brad. Feeding the hound. You aren't in Baskerville by any chance, are you, Bob? We just watched that one the other day on the new the new Sherlock Holmes series. It has Benedict Cumberbatch in it. And that's a pretty good series. My hounds are sitting here asleep. They'd probably be snoring in a minute. Yes, Brad, I do believe we watched that movie at the drive-in. Most notable was the drive home, though. I think I probably will tell that story someday. I just don't know how yet. So I wonder if the statute of limitations has run out yet. I'll have to check on that. Yes, I have dogs. I got that big black one laying over there, and my cuddle buddy, little tiny one here, she follows me everywhere. And then there's a brute out back that has to stay kind of pinned up because he likes to run off. Where we live up here, is forest, and so when they get out and too far away from the house, boy, you're lucky if you find them again. So these two here are trained; they stay home. They don't wander off. But the one out back, he's got some ridgeback in him, and he just loves to wander. They have a job to do around here. The outside dogs, I got this. We're coming up on bear season pretty soon, and what I mean is we have them all the time, but in September when the apples start coming ripe, oh, them bears love to climb the apple trees, and they'll get in the yard here and just make a menace out of themselves. And once they find something they think is good to eat, they'll come back night after night after night. So this black dog here, she runs them off. I don't go outside in the yard after dark without being armed. I don't want to. I don't want to actually shoot one, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be mauled by one either. So if they'll go away on their own, they're good, and I don't mind them. They just make a mess if they get into too much, and they can tear a chicken pen to death, and I don't want that. So my chickens go away at night. So I don't mean like away to a resort. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yes, they go to the spa at night. Top country artist. Well, in the older guys it would have been Merle Haggard and uh, Glenn Campbell, Roy Clark, guys like that. Travis Tritt. In the newer guys, I like John Rich, Big and Rich, and oh, there's several more. Montgomery Gentry, Travis Tritt. I say that already. Yeah, those kind of guys. I'm a real mix when it comes to people. I like old school country. I don't like the some of the new country. I'd say some of them aren't too bad. Brad Paisley. I think Brad Paisley is just a heck of an entertainer, and gosh, that guy can play guitar. So yeah, John Rich does some good music. Yeah, Merle lived about 60 miles from us before we moved. Him and oh, Buck Owens. Buck Owens and Merle were both from Bakersfield. Well, Merle lived up in he lived up in the foothills. He had a big house up in the foothills there, but uh, they were both from the area. You could go down and see them on a Friday night sometimes at the Crystal Palace. They'd just kind of wander through and sit down and do some songs if they were in town. It was very cool. Waylon, yep, to Larry Dust. Waylon was a great guy. You know, Waylon was so popular, but then when he did the Dukes of Hazzard theme, I think that was the funny part was when he wrote the whole song, not just the theme from the Dukes. When he wrote the whole song to sing it on stage, he had to add a verse about not being. They only show his hands on TV. I'm getting really famous, Mom, but they only show my hands. Yeah, those are some good artists. I'm not into the ones that turn country into something it's not. A lot of the good old ones. Hank Williams Jr. was a good one. Some of his songs. Yeah, his son was recording a lot there for a while. I don't know whatever. Shooter was it Shooter Jennings? His son was uh, was recording. But my taste in music is pretty all over the place. So country's just part of what I listen to. Our chickens lay more eggs than I can eat, Brad. And I only have six. You ever feel sorry for them when it's like 3 degrees outside and 4 feet of snow, 3 feet of snow, and it's 2 degrees or -2 degrees, and you walk out there and they're like, "What?" They don't care. They do not care. Everybody says, "Oh, I gotta put a warmer in. My chicken has a heater. My chicken house has a heater in it. I keep them nice and comfy." The only heater in my chicken house is keeping the water defrosted so it doesn't freeze. That's it. They do not need heat. Although I do leave I have learned that you don't clean the hen house out in the fall and the winter. You leave that stuff in there so it generates heat. The manure that's in there generates some heat. So Don't clean your chicken house in the fall or the winter. Oh, my wife names those silly chickens. I don't name them. I don't name them. There's one out there called Little Red, which we always thought was kind of confusing because the tractor was called Little Red. And she's Little Red. There's a Marshmallow, which lays those little bluish green eggs. And the rest of them all have nasty names because they're mean. No. I don't name the rest of them because if they don't shape up, I'm gonna have them for dinner. My brother taught me a long time ago, never name the chickens you're gonna eat. My mom and dad would get so mad. My dad would butcher 4 or 5 chickens, and then my brother Gary, he would come to the table at night and he would look at the chicken on the table and he would look at us and he would be like, "Which one is this? Is this Mary?" He wasn't really sad about it. He was just trying to make everybody else sad. My mother would be like, "Gary, that's enough out of you." "Which one is this? Is this the one I brought up from a chick?" Bob, do you ever feel bad? I mean, I don't know if you have chickens, but sometimes I feel bad when they're picking on the other one. I try to go out there and stop them. It's like we call our chickens are lovingly referred to here as pygmy raptors. Because if those little suckers was 6 foot tall and weighed about 400 pounds, that would be a real life raptor right there. Eat just about anything, including each other. Think about it. Chickens are really just pygmy raptors. And our chickens are racist. I find that kind of funny. I almost did a video on that, but I can't quite capture them doing it yet. When you go in there at night and they're roosting, I always do a head count at night. And when I go open the door at night to look inside to make sure they're all there, all the like kind chickens are sleeping together. The black ones are roosted together, the spotted ones are roosted together, and then there's Marshmallow and Little Red. See, they're not the same as anybody, so they must be like the immigrant chickens, or something, but I don't know. They're always cast aside, those two. But the other two pairs, it's like they know. Little devils. But I do love eggs, so there they are. I need to learn how to glass eggs. They talk about you use a kitchen lye and you put them in a big jar and they submerge them in there and they'll last for months and months and months and months. I haven't learned how to do that. The dog took interest in somebody out there. I can say one thing for Carter Hall, and I started out with some Eileen's Dream. Eileen's Dream burns much slower. The only thing I can say about Carter Hall is it burns pretty fast. I have to really go slow, trying to make it not, keep going, and then I often go so slow it goes out. But Well, it's what is it? It's Tuesday, and I didn't even take a cob pipe out yet. Hmm. Guess I'll have to run down to the smoking room and pick one out for today. I had the emerald out last week, and I'll have to get me a different one. Maybe the old one, the oldest one. Kind of like it. Well, we've talked about just about everything I can think of that we probably shouldn't have even been talking about. Country music, chickens. Let's see, if we talk about Mama and the Train, we'll have the perfect country song right here. Oh, and prison. Anybody been in prison? We need to talk about trains, Mama, and prison. So the perfect country song. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to look that up. That's a pretty good song. A pickup truck. Well, I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison. Yeah. There you go. Brad got out of prison many, many times. He was thankful to get out because he wasn't supposed to be. Well, you were supposed to be there, Brad. You were supposed to be there. You were sent to prison to work. Biggest fear. I bet there's some nightmares about in the correctional officer world. I bet there's some nightmares about getting stuck in there and accidentally being identified as a prisoner. That's I would have that dream every night if I worked there. No, I'm really a guard. Come on now. Let me out. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you guys all have a great day. I guess I'm going to have to get on to my chores. We had some rain the other day, and rain and hot weather makes the grass grow. So now I got to mow it again. That's an all day affair here. It should probably only be about 4 hours, but getting old and creaky, it's just about an all day affair for me. I got to mow for an hour and take a break, and mow for an hour and take a break. It's nice when it's mowed. It's not that hard of work. It's just riding around on that old bumpy tractor doing it. Fun going in a straight line. I love how it looks when you can mow in lines, but there's a lot of my lawn that can't be mowed in a line. So a Facebook post. Well, I seen that the other day. Oh, work calls, work calls. Install some TVs. You'll see ya. Yeah, you probably got the rain we got a couple nights ago or night before last, Brad. It did it for about. It rained for about a good day. Not a lot, but just enough to make everything just grow again, which is fine. My raspberries are about done, so I won't have to pick them. So I get on to the vegetable garden and Get out here and get the grass mowed before Mama fires the yard man. I try to send all our rain your direction, Brad. I try. It doesn't always go that way. Oh, Chris, Sturgis is a big bike convention. It's been going on there in South Dakota for years and years and years. If you look it up, Sturgis is a big biker rally. Man, they have concerts and it's wild. Imagine a biker rally and multiply it by 3. We're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of them. The little town goes from I don't know what size the town Sturgis is, probably a little town, but it becomes a metropolitan area if bikers can be metropolitan. There you go. We've covered them all. We've covered them all. Yeah, it's been going on a long time. Man, I'd like to go back and see it in the day. You know, when it was a young, it's just starting out. Yeah, that it is. A lot of people go there just to see the size of the crowd, the size of the rally. You know, they go there just to say they've been there, done it. They're not bikers and they're not biker gang type people. It's bikers, you know, people that love motorcycles, and so you can't believe how many people show up for this thing. How long is it, Brad? Does it go on for a week? I don't remember. Well, that's where it comes from. That's the Sturgis rally. Pretty cool. He knew where Sturgis was too, huh? If you're a biker for very long, you will have looked it up. Yep. It it's a big thing. Well, okay, gents, I'm gonna get off the tube here and get on with my day, refill my coffee cup, and get some work done. The 2nd to the 11th. There you go. I'm sure if you look it up, they got all kinds of videos on YouTube here to check out some of the goings on. It might not be work friendly at times. Bikers. There's all types. But I'll see you soon. See you again. I'll keep you guys updated. See when the camera gets back. I got a VR to do for my friend Jonathan, so I'm gonna try to eke that out with the old Canon digital and see if I can get that done. Those videos do not come out that good. I look forward to it, Chris. I'd like to see that jacket. That's pretty cool. That Patch made it a ways away. Y'all have a great week, and we'll get back and we'll see you soon. All right. It's been a pleasure having y'all here. Always great to talk to you. So, till the next time, we'll see you soon. All right. Have a good one. Bye bye.